We're just going to start by closing our eyes, keeping the spine nice and tall but relaxing the body. So starting with a couple of natural breaths through the nostrils. And we'll just begin with some head and neck circles. So just relaxing the neck, gently allowing the neck to move in a circular motion. And in the opposite way. And then bringing the head back into the center. We're going to take the hands to the shoulders just to warm up the shoulders. We're going to inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, behind. So inhale, pointing the elbows up. Exhale, behind. Again, inhale, reaching up. Exhale, behind. Then going the other way. So taking your elbows back and behind. Exhale down the front. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Just going to take the one hand out to the front, clasping at the wrist. We're going to make a fist. I'm going to shoot the fingers out. Just making a fist, shooting the fingers out, making a fist, shooting the fingers out. We're going to flex the hand, point, flex, point, flex, point. We're going to just do circles in one direction. Just 5 times, and then circles in the opposite direction. 5 times. Check that out. Take the other hand. So we're going to make a fist, shoot the fingers out, make a fist, shoot the fingers out, make a fist, shoot the fingers out. We're going to point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Circles in one direction. And circles in the other direction. Lovely. Shake the hands out. Right hand to left knee, left hand to spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, twist behind. There's 3 breaths here. And exhale back to the front. Left hand, right knee. Right hand to spine. Inhale, lift tall. Exhale, we look behind. Again, 3 breaths here. And exhale to the center. We're just going to take the legs out in front of you. Tadasana, hands to hips. Just going to point the feet, flex the feet, and point. Flex, point, flex, point, flex. Just a couple of times. And then just waking up the hips, we're going to go side to side. Lovely. We're going to take the right foot, bring the ankle up, taking hold of the right ankle. We're just going to twist to waken up the ankles. Just in one direction and then the other way. And swap them over. Bending the left knee, taking the left foot, so again, circular movements in one direction and circular movements in the other. Lovely. We're just going to come up onto the arms and the knees. Warm up the spine with a bit of CatCow. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. We're going to inhale as we drop the lower back and look up. Exhale, chin to chest, really curving the upper spine. Inhale, release the lower back as you look up. Exhale, chin to chest. So just 3 more. Inhale as you look up. Relax the shoulders down. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale as we look up. Exhale, chin to chest. We're just going to roll over the toes and push back into downward facing dog. You can always bend the knees to begin with. I'm just going to pedal the knees up and down. Pedal the heels up and down, knees in and out. Then we're going to go up onto the toes and press both heels down. Go up onto the toes, press both heels down, up onto the toes, press the heels down. Now just looking between the hands, you're going to step to the front of your mat. We're going to inhale, really suck the belly in, flat back as you look up. Exhale, relaxing down. Inhale, flatten the back as you look up. Exhale, relaxing down. And one more time. Inhale, really suck the belly in as you flatten the back. Exhale, down. We're going to inhale, raising the arms. Looking up towards the thumbs. Exhale. Relaxing the hands. So we're just going to begin warming up the body with some sun salutations. So when you're ready, toes together, we're going to inhale, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, we can step or jump back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing or just simple Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to look between the hands and step or jump back to the front of the mat as we inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, raising the arms again, looking up if we can. Exhale, Samasthiti. Lovely. So we're just going to do that one more time. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, stepping or jumping back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, looking between the hands, stepping, jumping back, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raising the arms, looking up. Exhale, Samadhi. And from here we're going to do a variation of Surya Namaskar B. So we're going to bend the knees, sit low, raise the arms. Exhale, folding forward, belly in, look to floor. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, stepping or jumping back. Here you can rest on the knees if you need to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing or Cobra pose. Exhale, downward facing. So we're going to step the right foot forward, come to rest down on the left knee, relax the left ankle. Inhale, use the core to look up. Exhale, hands go back on the mat. Back into Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. This time your left knee comes forward, right knee rests down, relax the ankle. Inhale, raise the arms, gentle back bend as you look up. Exhale, hands go back down to the mat. Knees together, chin and chest to floor. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looking between the hands, we step or jump, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise the arms, looking up if we can. Exhale, Samasthiti. we go again. So bend the knees. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale as we look up. Exhale, stepping or jumping back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Again, right foot forward comes forward. This time strong and straight through the back leg. We inhale, raise the arms, we look up. Exhale, hands go back on the mat. Back into your plank. You can rest on the knees if you need to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. This time left foot comes forward. Right leg strong and straight. Inhale, raise the arms. Exhale, hands to mat. Again, back into your plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale. And exhale, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looking between the hands, stepping or jumping, flat back. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low, looking up. Exhale, Samasthiti. And we go again. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten the back. Exhale, stepping or jumping back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And then right foot comes forward, left heel to mat. We inhale, warrior 1 as we look up. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. And then as we inhale, taking the weight onto that front foot. Warrior 3, try and reach your hands forward and your foot back, balance. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. As we exhale, hand reach down to the mat and head towards the knee. Standing splits. Try reach that left leg up as high as we can. 1 more breath. And exhale, placing that left heel back down. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, hands to mat. Back into your plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. This time your left foot comes forward, right heel to mat. Use the core as you inhale, come up. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. As you inhale, taking the weight onto your left leg this time, shooting the arms forward, taking the right leg back, find your balance. Virabhadrasana C. 1 more breath. As we exhale, hands to mat. Head to knee, try raise that leg as high as we can. And as we exhale, taking that heel back into warrior 1 once again. Looking up. Exhale, hands to mat. Back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 5 breaths. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, looking between the hands, stepping or jumping, flat back. Exhale, falls forward. Inhale, bend the knees, sit low, raise the arm. Exhale, Samasthiti. And we go again. Inhale, bend the knees, raise the arms, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back as we look up. Exhale, stepping or jumping back. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And this time again, right foot forward, left heel presses down. Use the core. Inhale, coming up, warrior one. Two more breaths. As we exhale, open up to warrior two. Virabhadrasana B, looking towards those right fingertips. Pressing down into both feet, relaxing the shoulders. One more breath. Going to go ahead and straighten that right leg. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose, taking your right hand to right foot. You can clasp the toes, or if not, just reaching towards the shin. Inhale, left arm to ceiling. 3 more breaths. 4 and 5. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, warrior two, bending that right knee again. Take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, side angle pose, so forearm to thigh. Inhale, taking that left arm 45 degrees, so near the ear, looking up towards the fingertips if we can. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to take the hands straight back to the mat, step back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Straight away, bringing the left foot forward, right heel presses down. Inhale, raising the arms, warrior one. Looking up if we can. One more breath. As we exhale, opening up the hips, opening up the shoulders. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana B, looking towards the left fingertips. Really rooting down through the feet. Long, deep, steady breath through the nose. One more breath here. Going to inhale, straighten that left leg. Exhale, again, left hand to left foot or to the shin, Trikonasana or triangle pose. Opening the chest towards the ceiling, looking up towards the right thumb. Belly in, grounding through the feet. Hold for 5 breaths here. When you're ready to inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, warrior two, bend that left knee. Deep inhale here. Exhale, side angle pose, forearm to thigh. Inhale, right arm to ear. Looking up towards the fingertips if we can. Keeping the space in that shoulder we're leaning on. Try not to collapse into it. 4 and 5. Hands back to mat. Back into your plank. Remember, you can always rest on the knees if you need to. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Going to hold here for 5 breaths. Sucking the belly in, reaching the heels towards the mat. Ribcage towards the thighs. Gazing towards the knees or the navel if we can. And then looking between the hands, we're going to step or jump. Flat back as we look up. Exhale as we fold forward. Inhale, bend the knees, raising the arms. Looking up if we can. Exhale, Samasthiti. Right, then we're going to step that right foot out along the mat. Going to bring the toes in slightly and the heels out. Hands onto hips. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale, we're going to fold forward from the hips, reaching with the chest. You can take the hands to the mat. If you can place your hands flat, you can do that. Stacking the elbows just above the wrists. Try not to round too much, but really think about reaching with the chest. Taking your body or your torso towards the thighs. We hold here for 5 breaths. Making sure the weight's on the toes. I'm going to inhale, flatten the back, place your right hand down in front of you. You're going to inhale, left hand towards the ceiling, twisting the spine. Looking towards the thumbs, the left thumb if you can. If that's uncomfortable for your neck, just look straight down to the mat. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to relax as we exhale. Take that left hand down. Inhale, right hand up. Again, looking up if that's comfortable for you. Really pressing down through your left hand and reaching up through your right hand. 3, 4, and 5. Taking both hands back to the mat. Inhale, flatten the back as we look up. Hands to hips. We're going to exhale here first. And inhale all the way back up to the top. Lovely. And then bringing the feet back to the front. We're just going to vinyasa to the floor. So we're going to inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step or jump back into your plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. And we're just going to look between the hands. And we can just step or hop to come into a nice seated position. So we're just going to go into some seated forward fold. So we're just going to start with Janga Sirsasana. A. We're going to go ahead, bend the right knee, take the right foot to the inside of the thigh. Make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. Torso facing towards that extended leg. So we're going to inhale, raise the arms, really lengthen through the spine. Exhale, folding out of the hips. You can reach the foot. If you can't reach the foot, you can always take the shin or you can use the strap. Try not to round the head towards the knee. You want to keep that back straight with the chest and the tummy coming down to the thigh first. So we're going to inhale, lift up a little bit taller. Exhale, see if we can fold a little bit deeper. Our gaze point is our toes, and that's going to stop us from rounding the head too much. 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to inhale, really flatten the back as you look up. Exhale, we're going to release. We're just going to swap straight over. So go ahead, take that left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And right leg extended. Squaring off your hips. Again, we're going to inhale. Really lengthen out through the hips. Exhale. Fold in to reach the foot or the ankle or the shin. Again, inhale. Lift up nice and tall. Exhale. See if we can fold. Gazing down towards the toes. Remember, not towards the knees. Trying to keep that head and neck in line with the spine. And slowly bringing that torso towards the thighs. Again, we don't want to do rounding. Relax the shoulders. Keep reaching that chest down first. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Exhale, just release. And just give those legs a little bit of a shake out. Lovely. I'm just going to reverse those forward bends. So we're just going to bend the knees and take the hands a couple of inches away from the buttocks. Turn your fingers to face the body. Draw your shoulder blades together. And all we're going to do is inhale, lift the torso, lift the pelvis to a flattened top position. And try and exhale, relax the head back. Now we can hold for 3 breaths if we can. So 2, 3. As we exhale, we just lower yourself back down nice and slowly. And we just come back to that position. So extending your left leg out again. We're going to bring that right foot towards the buttocks as much as we can. I'm going to just do a simple twist or Marichyasana. So we're going to take That's left hand to knee, right hand we're going to take right behind to the spine. Going to inhale, lift that left arm up. Exhale, see if we can twist to either take your elbow to the outside of the knee, or you can even just hug the knee into the torso. So just choosing whatever variation feels right for you. Again, inhale, lift up nice and tall. Exhale, see if you can look behind you. 2, 3, keeping that left leg strong and flexed. 4, and 5, coming back to center. We're just going to swap those legs over, so extending the right one out, left foot to buttocks. Again, so left hand to spine, fingers can point away. Inhale, lift that right arm up nice and tall. Exhale, either grabbing the knee towards the chest or twisting all the way to get your elbow to the outside of that left knee. Inhale, lift up tall. Exhale, see if we can look behind you. Keeping that right leg strong and straight, the foot flexed. So again, remember, it's easier variation, it's just hugging the knee in. One more breath. And we can exhale, releasing. Lovely. Again, just give the legs a little bit of a shake. And coming back onto the mat. So Navasana, which is boat pose. We're just going to do a slightly easier variation. So we're just going to extend the arms out parallel to the floor, relax the shoulders. We're going to inhale and try raise the right leg to begin with. You can straighten the knee if you can, but if not, that's okay. The main thing is we want to keep the chest lifted and the back straight. 2 and 3. So just going to lower that down, hug the knees into the chest. And we're just going in on the left side. So lift up nice and tall, chest reaching forward through the shoulders. Going to inhale the left leg. 1, 2, and 3. Relaxing that down. Again, head between the knees. Lovely. So now I'm going to try with both legs. Remember, if you can straighten your legs, you can go ahead and give that a go. But if not, a slight bend is not a problem. So again, arms parallel to the floor. Really lift up through the chest, back nice and straight. Inhale, taking both feet off the mat. Really sucking in the abdomen, squeezing the thighs, pointing the toes. Really strong in Mula Bandha. 2. Hold for 5 if we can. 3, 4, and 5. Again, spreading the knees a little bit. Relax the head between the knees. Lovely. Now we're just going to try a rocking and rolling motion. So again, we're going to arms parallel to the floor. We're going to inhale, see if we can hold the Navasana, and then we're going to exhale and just gently rock the body towards the floor. And inhale, see if we can hold. Exhale, rocking back. Inhale, using your core, see if we can hold. One more time. Exhale, rocking back. Inhale, hold. If we can, try not to put the feet down, hold. Hold and relax. Just crossing the feet in front of you, placing your hands. We're just going to step back into plank. Resting on the knees if you need to, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Allow your lower back to really release for a moment. Hold here. If you're in Cobra, feel free to hold in Cobra, or even just a Sphinx. If you're all the way down here, just allow that back just for a moment to release after Navasana. And then we're just going to walk the hands back and round the back in Child's Pose. And then when you're ready, we're just going to come up onto the knees. So spreading the knees about hip distance apart. To make it a little bit easier, you can come up onto the toes, or if you want to make it a bit more challenging or you're comfortable in a back bend, you can flatten the feet towards the floor, the tops of the feet. We're going to start with a camel pose, just gentle back bending pose. So we're going to inhale, raising your right arm. Exhale, see if we can reach back and try and find that heel. Once you've got that heel, inhale, lift the chest up, push the pelvis forward, and see if you can look up towards that extended right hand. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, use that right hand to lift you up. Exhale, release the right hand. Going to go on to the left side. Inhale, left hand up. Exhale, find that right heel. Square off the shoulders. Inhale, push the pelvis forward, push the shoulders back. Exhale, see if we can look up towards that left hand. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, release that leg. Sitting back on the heels. Child's pose. So you're either extending your arms out in front. Really release the lower back. Head towards the mat. Head to the floor, or if you like, you can bring your hands to your feet. Relax the shoulders. And when you're ready, press it into your hands and roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Then we're just going to cross the feet underneath you and come to lay down on the back of the body. So we're just going to do some finishing postures. So just laying down onto the mat, sinking the lower back into the floor. So we're just going to start with shoulder stand. So really squeeze the shoulder blades together. We're going to inhale, using the core. Lift the legs up towards the ceiling and support the lower back. If you're in a slight C, that's not a problem, if that's where you're comfortable. If you can, you want to push the legs all the way up to the ceiling, chin to chest. 2, 3, 4, and 5. As we exhale, Halasana or plow pose. Try and see if you can get those toes all the way to the floor. You can stay supporting your back, or you can take your hands onto the mat or clasp your fingers. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're just going to bring the hands back up to support the lower back if you're not. And we're just going to simply roll ourselves all the way back down onto the mat. Extend the legs back down and relax. So we're just going to try a fish pose or a version of it, Matsyasana. We're going to take the hands and just pop them just underneath the buttocks. You don't have to do that if it's not comfortable for you. And we're going to inhale, lift up onto the shoulders, onto the elbows, and rest onto the top of your head. We're going to point the toes and really reach the chest upwards, really curving into the spine. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come on back down. I'm just going to round the back, so knees into the chest. You can roll over into one side, into a fetus pose. then we can come back up to sitting. So just finding a comfortable cross-legged position. We're just going to practice some pranayama, so some breathing techniques, and a short bit of relaxation. So we're just going to begin by resting the hands on the knees. We want to keep the spine as tall as we can, but keep the rest of the body nice and soft. We're going to begin by closing the eyes and just begin watching the breath. All the breath should be done through the nose. So just try and begin to calm the breath. And really extend the breath, so making it as long and slow as we can. So we're just going to start with Nadi Shodhana, or alternative nostril breathing. So we're just going to go ahead and take your right hand. We're going to clasp down your index finger and your middle finger. And you're going to have your thumb to block off your right nostril and your ring finger to block off your left nostril. So we're going to go ahead, close off your right nostril. We're going to inhale through the left nostril. Closing the left, we're going to exhale through the right. So we're just going to do that again. Inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. So just using your own breath, we want to do that about 3 more times. Inhale through the left. Closing the left, exhale right. I'm going to swap over. I'm going to inhale through the right. Closing the right, exhale through the left. And again, inhale through the right. Closing the right, exhale left. So again, just 3 more, using the pace of your own breath. Inhale right. Closing the right, exhale left. And then after the 5th count of that one, we're going to inhale through the left. Close the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Close the right, exhale through the left. So that's 1 count. So we go again, inhale through the left. Closing the left, we exhale through the right. So what we want to try to do is we want to try and make the length of our inhalation the same length of time as our exhalation and vice versa. So again, inhale through the right and exhale through the left. So that's 2 counts. So we go again, inhale through the left. Closing the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Closing the right, exhale left. just continue again, using the pace of your own breath, doing about 3 more counts. Keeping the mind focused on the breath and trying to keep the inhalation and the exhalation the same length of time.